just desire to do it. So I'm proud to say that we support everybody who desires to be in the world of tattoo. Well, a friend of mine and me, we wanted to be tattooists. So we went around with tattooing on the bed, you know, this was in the 80s, you know, sitting around. We couldn't really find supplies. So we found like Big Joe uptown, you know, Westchester, and that was about it. That's all we could find. So one day when we were driving around New Jersey looking for places to, like, you know, find out about tattoo shops, what we could learn, we came across a sign offered tattoo supplies. So very intrigued, we stopped, and I made good friends with the proprietor there. His name was Andy Keeter, and he took me under his wing. So he was an old, what you would say, he was a submarine engineer.
That's pretty cool.
He used to make a lot of stuff, so he could make all the needles, the tubes, machines, you know, power supply, and all of that. So he taught me everything. I was sort of like his heir. So he's the one that got me interested. And from there, it was like, then it just went. Then I started developing a lot of needles because we heard about things like, you know, how to tie wires around needles and stuff like that, the differences. So I really got into that. So we created a lot of stuff, you know, first time commercially, first commercial tight needles and magnums and stacks, and we had like hundreds of varieties we made, you know, all kinds of needle types, everything from bug pins on down. And this is from the 80s onward. Not only that, we had a problem with the ink too. There were only like a couple colors. So again, we were like first to actually produce a large range of 50 palette of colors. We called that the uniform chroma scale. For every color, we had like 5 variations. So that was the first of a kind too. So, and from there, we just kept going and going and going. And it's not like I did anything. I'm like an elephant, you know. I just one step ahead, one step forward, another step, and ever since I started as like a newspaper delivery boy. I like doing that. I've had other business before this, and some successful, some not successful. So I've had that in my mind. I've always enjoyed running a business, just doing stuff, being creative, and with my crafty turn of mind, this just fell into place. I was really the right person at the right time in the right place. So I was here in New York, it was illegal, and I was making stuff, and that was it. By the way, I'd like to give a plug for Clayton Patterson. He was the president of the New York Tattoo Society. And that was in the 80s into the 90s. If it weren't for him holding Tattoo Society meetings every single month in different places like CBGB's and other places like that, and that's how we all got connected in New York, all through him. We all met every month, talked to each other. And that, you know, and it's open to everybody. So that's what we call a unique idea in tattoo. You know, so I got to give a plug for him, because without him, we wouldn't be where we are today. Matter of fact, I just got awarded the Acker Award for, you know, entrepreneur venue for people who are like avant-garde in special niches. So that was like 2 weeks ago. So I was honored by that award.
Cool.
Well, I own Unimax Supply Company in New York. I own Unimax West in Arlington, Texas. I own Sacred Tattoo in New York. And right now, that's it. I had began, of course, like with a shoebox, you know, in my apartment. My apartment quickly filled up with stuff. So that was when I was living on Ludlow Street in the Lower East Side, 6th floor walk up, and nevertheless people walked up 6 flights of stairs to buy a couple of stuff, you know, different things that I actually made, you know, like I used to have a little lathe that make the, you know, the cores and recoils and all that kind of stuff. So then around 1989, I said to myself, you know, I can do this, you know, I can do this as a business. So that's when I marked the spot, when I actually registered to be in business, a legal business as Unimax Supply Company. So that was in 1989.
Wow.
So, been at it a while.
All right.
Not since I started being in tattoo. There's been no other place for me. This is like home, and we earn our bread from tattoo, and that's the way it is.
It's
So
pretty much something that feels natural.
we all feel that way. Everybody in tattoo, we have no desire to do anything else.
You ain't lying. That is so the truth.
Yeah, you too, Ray.
Yeah. Ever since I started, 13 years, I haven't stopped. I don't want to do anything else.
Right.
Ever,
tattoo
ever,
is
ever.
a blessing to this world.
It really is. I'm so glad they blessed it upon us too.
And I'd like to, just say also my particular philosophy is that it does afford a lot of people a way to earn a living that they might not be able to support in any other manner.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people make mistakes in their younger years, and they're sort of almost automatically excluded from success in their later lives because of those mistakes.
Okay.
So tattoo is something I think that's open to everybody, and it wipes the slate clean, and it's open to anybody with talent or just desire to do it. So
Okay.
I'm proud to say that we support everybody who desires to be in the world of tattoo.